freaking out, dude. I love this. You know how hard it is to get me gifts? You know how hard it is?
What is going on, Danny?
Hey.
How are you feeling today?
Good.
Today's
a fun day.
What are we doing?
We're at Logan's house. We are, it was a busy day, actually, yeah. You guys had a little meeting, and then we filmed a podcast, about to film another one with you, and raining, it's raining.
What do you think about the conversations we're starting in mental, brain, mind, behavior health, leading with Logan's effort and his following, and talking about how to keep people from suicide? How does that feel?
It's incredible, honestly, because I think growing up for me, like, it wasn't a conversation that was ever had, and so there's a lot of questions in my brain anytime I had ever experienced these thoughts or just verging on any type of thoughts like this. I didn't have that conversation. So I think for a lot of kids, especially the reach that Logan has, it's really important that this conversation happens and starts. I think you just said my name. Hang on.
I see.
Yes?
Hey, Danny, what is going on? We were so rudely interrupted.
So rudely.
It's
all right, that's my job. I'm here to
all
help,
good.
and I'm here to assist. And so whenever my name is called, I'm there. Yeah. So I met Logan through just a funny little social media exchange with his dad, and I connected and started working with his dad and editing for him. And then he invited me out on a trip, on a bus ride out to Los Angeles to take the cool bus out here. They're just being willing to hop on the bus and take a chance.
To be willing to take a risk,
Yep.
And your whole life changed forever.
It's a fact.
And now here we are. All right, so what do you feel about the work in mental health that he's doing, the effort he's putting forth, and that he just now he's donating the funds from the PewDiePie race?
Oh, it's incredible.
Tell us about that.
Yeah.
Tell us how that came to be.
The idea popped up, and of course he wanted to donate, and the first thought that he had was to donate to you and your foundation, just because it's important to him, and it's so much, he's learned so much through it this year. It's important that the process he went through this year is shared with other people, because he didn't learn this stuff until he was 22 years old, and people need to learn it younger, just about just the conversation in general. Yeah.
This is amazing.
What is amazing?
Kevin gifted me this unicorn sweater. I've never had a Christmas sweater in my life, and this is the first one I get. It feels great to be jolly. I feel really good about Christmas. Kevin, give me a hug.
Over here, big rogue. I keep hitting you with my forehead.
I noticed that.
I apologize.
That's twice. I just
Twice. I plonked you in the... Pam, I'm not trying to hurt your son. He's amazing.
Yo, we should go somewhere tonight. We should go somewhere tonight and all wear our sweaters.
All wear your sweaters.
The Grove.
No, there's sweater parties tonight. Like, I'm positive.
You're lying.
There's sweater parties and I'm not going to be there?
I've seen like one blog.
So that was the alligator.
Oh.
I know. I said the same thing. The alligator was a bit of a liability, just a little. It was between the alligator and Kong, and we decided to keep Kong.
Hey, fucking good. That's right.
Yo.
There it is.
Let's go. This is so cool.
I think you need to go dancing. He hasn't seen it. Get over here. Get over here. Come on. Here. He hasn't seen the sweater. Come on.
I'm actually freaking out, dude. I love this. You know how hard it is to get me gifts? You know how hard it is?
Mike.
Amazing.
Make sure it's right side. Come on.
I didn't get you anything, man.
No, that's the large. Does that fit?
Drunk Santa,
Drunk
bro.
Santa. Yeah, I gotta see you in it. I gotta see you in it.
Yo, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this. I felt
You're
like a
shining. Your
unicorn.
case
I feel
shining.
like a
Your
unicorn my
case
whole
shining right now, brother. Your case shining. All damn day.
Bro, I've never been so excited.
Mike. Hey, Mike. Hey, Big Mike.
This is incredible.
It's
Kevin.
incredible.
Thank you so much.
You bet,
man.
brother. It's all good, man. It's all good, brother.
Thank you, bro.
All good. I'm glad you
Man,
like
look
it.
how jolly Santa looks in this, bro.
Yo, we should all wear these tomorrow. Take a squad pic. Squad Christmas.
Andre, grab the one you want. Grab the one you want. We have 2 left. Santa golfing, and there's Andre getting it done.
Sick.
Love it.
Yo, Zah, let's bop this podcast.
Thanks, bro.
It's like games, bro.
I don't know. It's hard.
I think this is the best Christmas present I've ever given in my life.
No.
I love the hat, Mike.
Take a poll.
That's solid.
I might have to take it off.
I don't want you to.
Nah, I probably won't. It's really hot when you put these on.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's
You want to
toasty.
roll these? Do the headphones actually work?
Yes. No, they do not.
Okay.
But you'd be the first person not to wear them.
Good to go.
All right, here we go.
Hi, Kevin's audience. Hi.
Hey, you're small, but you're growing. I love you. It's okay. We'll get that.
Come see Kevin at the Nantucket Project this summer.
We'll do that.
It's only $8,000 a ticket, kids.
He'll be there.
I will be there.
Do you guys believe in Christmas miracles?
Absolutely. I believe in everyday miracles.
Is that? Oh wait, my. Hold on, wait. I have to fart.
He's not doing that.
Oh,
Come on, bro. That was wet.
That was an ASMR.
Super wet.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
Hey, at least it was original.
Can I tell the people something? My mic smells, bro. So we're shooting this on December 6th because our guest Kevin Hines is in town. You look so festive right
It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth.
Should we restart?
Yeah, we need a fan. We have a fan.
It tastes like hummus.
I'm not gonna lie. I really just messed up the entire flow. Of the
I really
show.
hope you don't.
Fucking
I hope you
disgusting.
never edit that out. You should keep that in. It's honest. It's true. Everybody farts. I did 5 minutes ago. We'll get
Can
there.
I be honest with you, Kev?
Yes, sir.
It's absolutely staying.
Oh, it's
We're shooting this ahead of the time. Kevin, my man, is in town. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. I'm so glad you're able to come on Impulsive. You guys might recognize this guy. Kevin and I go back to the beginning of this year, so I'm glad we were able to close it out full circle.
We're all one big family. Quite possibly the healthiest social media family in the game.
I've never talked to.
Talk to both ways.
This is great.
Wow.
Yo, what's yours like, Mike?
Hello?
This is sick.
Mike's is more handsome. That's the
Hey.
problem with Mike.
You guys know, Kevin was the guy who I featured in my Suicide Be Here Tomorrow video at the beginning of the year. To this day is the #1 most viewed suicide PSA on the internet and quite arguably might be the most effective. So high five for that. Kevin, as again you guys may or may not know, has an incredible story. You can read about it kmhinesfoundation.org. I'm sure they can find it anywhere, yeah?
Can't.
But here's where this gets interesting. Kevin and I have actually grown into real friends.
Wow.
Yeah, we have.
And,
Really?
and-
True,
and-
true.
Yeah, and
Family in the game.
family, bro. What's your motto that you say?
I'm gonna say it with a raspy voice.
Okay, say.
We are the healthiest social media family in the game. Margaret hates it.
Margaret's Kevin's wife. Why does she hate that?
Well, her and the folks we work with, Lauren Breen, and she's from Australia, and she's like, stop saying it. We know what you are.
No,
Guys,
say it.
I don't care about it. I love it.
Nah,
Say it with your damn chest.
when I talked to the Logan, it was like, yo, we're the strongest social media family
Got it from
on.
this guy.
So that focuses, when you say healthy, it's talking about physical, like I'm not sick, or because I know your focus is on mental health and wellness.
So I'm expanding. All right. For 17, 18 years, I traveled the world 320 days a year telling my story about recovery from severe mental illness, bipolar disorder, type 1 with psychotic features, both my biological parents as I'm adopted habit, right? Now I'm focused on all around wellness, full wellness, whole wellness, non-inflammatory foods, most days, most meals, exercising multiple times a day for my better brain health, 23 minutes of rigorous exercise, 12 hours of better brain health. So I am working tirelessly in all aspects of my health, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional well-being, to stay alive. I live with chronic thoughts of suicide. They plague me. If I don't hustle hard and work tirelessly for my brain health, I will not be here.
Amazing. So beyond Kevin having a message that is actually impacting the world,
In a big way.
you're a dope ass dude. He brought us these sweaters.
That's so true.
I've never had a Christmas sweater in my life. And now we rocking unicorns and drunk Santa Claus and ripped old men. And also Spencer's, I guess, with a shark.
Santa. Shark.
But no, thank you, Kevin. And how's that been going, bro? Because you told me on the phone you travel 320 days a year.
Most years, yeah.
It's a lot of travel. So how do you focus on your mental health and wellness
So-
when you're doing
so-
crazy shit like that?
Wake up at 4:30 every morning, hit the gym, hit the weights, or hit the ground running, or working, whatever. I do something physical every morning at 4:30 in the morning for 13 to 23 minutes every single day. I then do that 3 or 4 times a day because I do a lot of physical pain as well. That most people don't know about.
I know.
A lot of physical pain, and that goes and comes. So I have to work out or else I'll feel good. So I do that every day. I eat at the same time roughly every day, no matter the time zone, with some variables given on travel. I sleep really well most nights, probably 5 to 7 nights a week. I'm sleeping like a rock, not a baby. Some lady said, "Don't say that. Don't say you're sleeping like a baby. Babies don't sleep."
They don't.
So I learned that lesson.
You're regimented.
Regimented. Everything is regimented. The only way to defeat mental illness is by having a strict and clear present regimen or routine.
A routine. Yeah.
It was in Time Magazine 2004 when I was in my 3rd psych ward stay that I read this article that said if you follow a routine that is science-based, evidence-informed to stay mentally stable, you will be more mentally stable most days than if you don't.
I've heard the same thing about
Really?
boundaries. Setting boundaries for yourself and setting like a regimented daily schedule is one of the best ways to fix your mental health.
That's huge.
I allow for spontaneity on the weekends, which I think everybody
Like
should.
coming to Logan Paul's house and going out impulsive. One more time on the left. Incredible.
Sounds kind of like Santa Claus.
Truly, truly incredible. So you've really focused on your fitness, bro. Like you can't see right now, guys. Yo, Kevin's fucking yoked.
We can see.
Yo.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
We are the healthy social
Damn.
media in the game.